Now, how did this go again? Oh, yeah. Hello there, everyone. This is I Am Mark III, and welcome back to the giant Stompy Robot Simulator. By which I mean, of course, MechWarrior Online. Technically, I could mean MechWarrior 5 or any of the others, but MechWarrior Online is the one that I have... Well, it's the only one I've ever made content on, so as far as the channel's concerned, MechWarrior Online. Oh, it has been a while, hasn't it? But yes, I got asked last week, like, would I mind doing a bit of Stompy Robot? And I decided, you know what, no, I do not mind doing a bit of Stompy Robot. So, we are here to do the Stompy Robot. And I keep saying Stompy Robot just because I like saying Stompy Robot, which is why I've been referring to this game as the Stompy Robot Simulator. Because Stompy Robot. Right. Before that gets any further, let's carry on. Since I never really worked out a different format, I'm going to follow the format of all previous MechWarrior Online content as far as videos go on this channel, which is I come in with a build I've put together, I show you what's in that build, and then we have two matches. Win, lose, rain or shine. It's pure gameplay. Just for the full experience of the game, not like a montage or a reel of kills or only games where I win and do awesome. No, the awesome games depends on how skilled you are, and honestly, since I've not touched this game in about 3-4 months, I'm going to get that even less than usual most likely, but hey, details. Anyway, for today's walk we have one of my king crabs, more particular the Kaiju, or the KGC-KJ. Yes, the Kaiju. A unique king crab, as in it's got energy mounts in its arms instead of projectile mounts. And the projectiles go up on the torso. So, yes. It's very distinct from its brothers. But, hey, it's a nice one. And I like the weapon arrangement. So, McLeod. Let's just get the expanded view down. Here we go. Right, so this particular king crab is toting a bit of a weapons array. So let's go over this really quickly. For primary weapons, it has shoulder mounts. The left shoulder contains a pair of MRM-30s for area saturation damage. You know, just like keep hitting that general area, blow it up, and hope that it stops moving. And they are fed by 3 tons of ammunition to give it a fair amount of reloads before it runs dry. I think that's like 20 odd shots or something, if I recall. It's been a while, and I didn't double check the math before I started this game. So yes, there's that one. Then supporting that in the right shoulder is a UAC-20 Ultra Autocannon in the heaviest calibers available because I care. And just to make sure it keeps firing, because I'll be using this one more often than the MRMs, more likely. And the MRMs are absolute ammo hogs. The UAC actually has 4 tons of ammo feeding it, just to try and keep it running. So yes. We've got the MRMs for saturation damage against just general weakening of armor. The UAC for penetration, like blow that thing up in particular. And lastly, to back it up, we have a secondary weapon array, which is a hextet. I almost said quintet, but that would be 5. Hextet array of ER small lasers. They're not going to do much by themselves, but up close, it's a tiny bit of extra firepower, and if the arm does get blown off and we lose some lasers, I honestly don't care that much, because the main weaponry is the rest of it. So, yes. Continuing on, this mech is built on Endo-Seal chassis with standard armor. It carries double heat sinks, just try and help it a bit with the heat management issue, but it only carries 4 extra heat sinks in the engine bay. So its overall heat management rating is not too bad, 1.18 out of 2. It will run a little bit hot if all guns are firing, but hey, that's fine. But the key segment here, the piece de resistance, is a light engine 360. So this thing goes like the clappers, as far as assault mechs go. Full speed of 58.3. As far as assault mechs are concerned, that's a sprinter, especially a 100-ton assault mech. So this thing is fairly maneuverable. Yes, yes, I know. Those that watched old content will remember that I was a strong advocate for the fact that you could put an XL engine into a King Crab and it wouldn't affect you too much. And I surprised a lot of people by showing a bunch of loadouts along those lines. In this case, we've got the light engine because, one, the primary weapons are on both torsos, so if we lose one torso, we'll still be able to keep firing. If we lose both torsos, then it doesn't matter, and we're out of the fight anyway, so we might as well blow up. And the other is because the size of the weapons involved mean if I took an XL, I wouldn't be able to mount the UAC-20 or the twin MMM-30s. I'd have to go with a smaller weapon in either side, so yeah. That's that. I guess I should show the skills, see exactly how I've tweaked this thing up. I'm not quite sure, honestly. 23 out of 91, that's pretty fair, actually, for a mech I've not touched in quite some time. A little bit of range, but mostly, yeah, operations. So this thing has got... it's been tweaked as much as you can tweak it to keep the heat management under control. And... So it's got bigger heat sinks, it can hold more heat capacity, and it cools down faster, and that's about all I've done to it, so it doesn't have any tweaking beyond that. But yeah, there we go. This is my Kaiju. There's many like it, but this one is mine. It is printed in bright orange and turquoise. Yes. I don't know why that's important, but it is. So, yes, details. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Roll on match number 1.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gents. Welcome to Grim Plexus. Always a popular map, this one. People just love to fight over this hunk of rock. I have no idea why. But they do, regardless. So let us begin. I'll meet up with the other heavy/assault lance. I mean, that is a Warhawk, I believe. Just walking past us there. In the entirely opposite direction. Oh, we are not unified, are we? And I guess... let's start with a bit of preamble as I try to remember my controls. Is that... I think that was opening my things. Yes, okay, that's my weapon bays are definitely open. Okay. It's a shame, really. They never modelled damage more specifically than locations, so things like having weapon bay doors open and closed don't affect how much damage you take in this game. But they would if these mechs were actually a thing. Right. So, things I feel I should probably mention is... The King Crab in this configuration doesn't really benefit that much from torso twisting because it's got a really wide center torso. And it's a huge target regardless. Oop. Hello, Corsair. So, torso twisting is not going to help me that much. And I'm particularly vulnerable to missiles, especially since I don't have a missile defense measure installed. I should probably stick close to this Corsair, actually, because he's got a lot of AMS systems installed. Ooh, I can see those on top. No. This particular King Crab, more than any other King Crab, is actually best suited for ridge peaking. So I can, if I poke up over a hill or something, then if I see it, my primary weapon array, namely the MOMs and the UAC, can actually fire at it because they are above my cockpit. If it was a normal King Crab, then the primary weapons would actually be the cannons in the arms, and yeah, you'd have to be peeking around buildings and stuff like that. The King Crab is, if I recall, built for more like city or urban environments. You know, poke an arm around a corner, fire a massive cannon, back up again. But it's also meant to be like massive damage. Twin AC-20s just like murder things really hard. Just trying to remember where I am here. I have gone into this battlefield without suitable intelligence. Yam dum dum. Ooh, a Zeus. Zeus are nice, easy prey. Their armor is usually not the best. Let's see if I can actually make something happen here. Oh. Yeah, see, it's like they just unloaded into my... What the... Now this is the problem, I've actually got a light mech right on me. Oh, hello.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Oh, better hit my engine override.
Engaged.
Engine override, I'm risking... Hello!
Heat level critical.
Oh, come back here. He overloaded! Silly Wolfhound! Oh cool, I remembered the name of the mech without having to check. Though I did kind of overload myself a little bit too, but that's fine.
Target spotted.
Oh, something's hitting me on the side.
Target
Not sure.
destroyed.
Oh, hello.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Easy. Right. Oh my.
Target spotted.
I'm kind of glad I decided to stick with the Corsair, because the Corsair is actually doing a lot of AMS work. Unfortunately, I think my team is... No, my team is winning. Never mind, I thought we were losing. Nope, we're winning. Just to find things to shoot at.
New target acquired.
Supernova. Foul clanner mech. Fatui. Must murder immediately.
Heat level critical.
Yep, dead. Got him. Oh, that supernova. They are amazingly powerful, but they have heat management issues because they have so many NG weapons. Don't get me wrong, those that have seen my previous content probably know that I used to worship NG weapons in MechWarrior. I always took them because I was always scared of running out of ammo. Oh, wait, that Atlas is going to die.
Destroyed.
Yep, he's dead. It took so long for me to learn how to use ballistic weapons and missiles. Now that was a total wipe. I can't take credit for it, because I was making myself a target, sure, but my numbers aren't that great. one outright kill, 6 kill assists. Ooh, solo kill. I was the only one that with that supernova, and I focused it down like crazy. I can actually attribute that kill to the Kaiju, because if I was in another King Crab, my primary ballistics would have been too low and they'd have hit that building. Because they were high, I could fire past the building. Cool thing to note, but yeah. Kind of low damage and damage numbers though, I must admit. Anyway, roll on to match number 2. Feeling good so far.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gents. Match number 2. We are at the Mining Collective, protecting the mining sites, protecting our resource intake and supply lines, and... Yes, hello, Mr. Mauler. And all that stuff. The game mode is Domination, so King of the Hill. We need to capture the central control node and keep it, while the enemy team will be trying to do the same. Now, unlike last match where I was wandering around a little bit on the... I think I was actually anchoring the flank more than anything else in the previous match.
There's 90 ton gun, the first one in the circle.
Unfortunately, I missed part of what my landsmate was saying, but, well...
Target spotted.
Sadly, lancemates usually do not communicate too well with each other because we are just randomly mixed together mercenaries. And we're not very good at that kind of thing, usually. I think.
Need assistance.
I don't know. But yes, I should be in the thick of things this time around, because I'm moving with a pure assault lance, so we will see what happens. Oh, yep, they found bad guys.
Target spotted.
Let's switch to thermal tracking mode.
Target acquired.
Nope, that's a miss. Oh, hello. Oh, there's something behind us.
Target spotted.
I do not like that. My rear plating is actually not well suited to taking much at all, so I think I'll just try and peek up here. Yep, yep, they didn't like that me doing that at all. Ow, 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 ow.
Warning, incoming missile. Right torso, critical damage.
Oh, 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 what the heck's hitting me? Many things are hitting me. Ow. And that's one of the problems of being a King Crab. You are a massive flipping target. Things like artillery strikes, AoE weaponry, you're very likely to get hit. And well, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah. They've taken the high ground, sadly. So the problem is, of course, that I'm turning to the right, trying to get in there now. And they, well, my right torso is the side that's actually pretty much messed up completely. Thermal tracking.
Destroyed.
Ow!
Missile.
Dang it! They blew up my autocannon. How dare they? Oop. I feel like I need to go flanking here, but the problem is the enemy strength is actually still really good. No, my side torso, which had the broken weapon in it. What a shame.
Small laser destroyed.
Well, actually, the loss of the small lasers is a bit more of a concern, but
Target spotted.
no, I'm just trying to help with that. Whoa, what are you backing up from?
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Need assistance.
Heat level critical.
Oh, overloaded. I forgot to turn off my reactor safeties. So my mech tried to save itself and didn't do.
Target spotted.
I got something. I saw the explosion. I got something. I think I blew his arm off. Oh dear. Nope, and ooh, splat. Yep. Unfortunately, I was a king crab. It's somewhat in the open, and so that didn't go so well. Now the problem is, of course, I got caught out really early on in the first clash, and a lot of my armor plating got hacked to pieces. So, yep, I was kind of vulnerable after that. Still respectable. 211 damage done, 615 damage taken, so that's actually a lot. And if you look at the damage profile, I performed well there. They had to melt a lot of my armor before I actually died. Though it was a reactor explosion that killed me in the end. Still though, I think that we'll be on for match number 3, because that was only like maybe a quarter match or something. So yeah, see you in a few moments with another bit of battle damage.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource point. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Override engaged.
Okay, hello there everyone. This is I Am Mark 3 and welcome to match number 3. Why did I say it's my name? Whatever.
Grab Cap, you want to have a big ass fight at Beta?
Big fight at Beta.
Everybody say yes. Yes, go say that. Yeah, not that. Whatever that was, not that.
What was my control? So we just need to say yes, right?
Theta. Yes, go to Theta.
They have resource point Gamma.
Oh, I thought you said Beta. Theta makes
Theta.
more sense. Okay.
Theta, Theta, Theta.
I thought you were talking about traders.
No, I don't like traders. Don't want to be one. Don't want to participate with any.
We've captured resource point 6.
The level of communication our group has is awesome. Yes. But yes,
We'll
welcome
have
back.
Sigma, Kappa, and then hopefully we'll fight over Theta, and we'll have the caps and the kills. But they picked Conquest, I'm pretty sure, so they're gonna have some little turrets running around.
Anyway, welcome to Polar Highlands.
Command,
I didn't
confirming that we
actually
have
realise what
possession
map
of
we were on
Napa.
before we dropped, but as soon as I turned around, it's like, oh yeah, it's my least favourite one ever. Well, I guess that's being unfair to it. It's generally one that's not that well favoured because it's really big. So it takes more walking around, especially in
You
slower
wanna go to
mechs.
Theta?
Okay, so we're heading towards
I think it's a good idea.
Theta, which is this one over
Or
here.
you wanna flank?
I'll follow.
Or you
Well,
wanna ignore me?
one good thing about this map is lots of hills, so lots of peeking opportunities to
Yeah,
try and
I'll
hide
take
most of my
it
mech.
again.
J10,
They've taken
I10.
Epsilon.
And a bad thing is lots of open space, so lots of room for missiles.
Target acquired.
So odds are
That's
missiles are
Theta.
going to do well in
That's
this
why
map.
we want the fat guys over there.
Theta is controlled
Are they
by
talking
the
about my
enemy.
mech?
They're chasing the
King Crab is
fucking
pretty
skinny
wide.
guys. What happens with the fat guys chase the skinny guys?
They're all there.
Target spotted.
Yep, and our fucking assaults are in G7 and G8.
Focus Charlie.
This is a 8 on 12.
Nice to know I don't count as an assault, by the way. Because I'm not in G7 or G8.
New target acquired.
Or, I'm just saying, we're into 8 on 12 right now because we got assaults way out of position.
Yeah, that's fair.
Incoming missile.
Coming in out.
Warning, incoming missile.
The LRM spam is real!
Center torso critical damage. Right arm destroyed.
Jesus! They've realised.
25%.
Splat! Unfortunately, I got a lock and then I got missiled to heck and back. Look at this.
We've already gained a quarter.
Damaged by LOM-20, damaged by LOM-10, damaged by SLM-6. I was eating all the missiles there. And they actually knocked out my CT though, despite that. The sheer amount of firepower being lobbed at me when I realised that I was one of the only a couple of assaults actually present.
Hey, assaults, what's your ETA?
Actually, I think I was the only assault there. But look at that.
Alright, have another game.
I got nuked. Hard. But yeah, they just started rushing around the corner and it's... Yeah, they've got a death ball going. Jeez, they are not gonna stop, are they? Look at all these red contacts this guy's found.
Well, that's good.
New target acquired.
That's not wrong.
Warning, critical.
Oh, yeah, this guy's overheated in a really bad spot.
Destroyed.
No way is he gonna survive that.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
Target destroyed. Heat level critical.
Stormcrow.
Destroyed. Artillery strike online.
The noise. Oh, there's a fellow King Crab
Critical.
who is being ambushed by an ECM-equipped Shadowhawk. Yeah, he's our last mech. He's not going to survive this. Interesting choice though. Twin LOMs, twin MOMs.
The enemy has tapped enough resources. We've failed.
Yeah. Well, that was spectacular. Oh dear. Right, so I've had one match where I did alright. 2 matches where I played an excellent meat shield and decoy. And that's about it. And I'm fine with that. That's one of the reasons why I've always tried to just like I've always rolled the dice with MechWarrior content and just see where they land. You're not going to have excellent or good matches every match. Sometimes they just go wrong. And those last two, they went wrong. Very much so. But still, that's all for this video. So, yes, I'm not going to push it on any further. This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show and this quick look at a bit of King Crab gameplay with a mediocre pilot. Yes, I'm pretty sure I'm only a mediocre grade pilot overall. My situational awareness is not the best. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all some other time. See you all later. I still do like the Chicken Walker style mechs.